Prestatyn Town 3, Porthmadog 3, speaking to Gibbo. I mean, it's a point against the team that came into the game second from the top of the table, but given the context and the way the game went, probably feel we should have had more.
Yeah, but I do, to be honest with you, Ryan. I think the way that the game went first off, especially, once it was 1-0. We showed good, very, very early on, and we showed great character to come back into it to make it 1-1. But from the rest of the first half, I felt we had, sometimes you overestimate the chances that you had, but I think we at least had 4, 5, 6 chances. Good opportunities, 1v1 inside the box. Within 5, 6 to 8 yards out. And if you take 1 or 2 of them, but half time you're 2-3-1 up, and the game looks completely different. But on the back of that, when you go 2-1 down early in the second half, and you've missed those chances, it's easy when you're playing a team that's second in the league for the lads to sort of maybe go under a little bit and start to think that, we won on Wednesday and resting on the laurels from that. But showed immense character to come back into the game. 2-2 with a great goal by Hazy, 3-2 with a good, a great little bit of movement that results in a penalty. And I think that's the difference in the game, is the goals that we gave away. You're 3-2 up. You've got to keep it tight for 5 minutes after that, and we didn't. And within 30 seconds, it's 3-3. And the biggest thing we'll take from today's game is learning lessons for the lads about being switched on. We conceded within 30 seconds of the start of the game, and we conceded within 20 seconds of a restart from going 3-2 up, and ultimately that's cost us 2 points today.
Yeah, Alex Jones coming off at half time, unfortunately. What can you tell us about that? And do you think it's fair to say that we kind of struggled to adapt without him for the first little bit of the second half?
I just think obviously Alex is a big presence. He's captain of the team. He was really struggling with his thigh, and he couldn't sprint and he couldn't get around the pitch in the manner that he normally does. But we've got a good squad, and I expect the players that come on then to take on that mantle and to deliver the game plan and go into those positions and do exactly what Alex was doing and show their skills and their capabilities. I think that we still had a couple of chances before it went to 2-1, where if we get our noses in front there again, it maybe looks a different slant on the game. But it's disappointing to lose Alex, and then Ian Griffiths came off because I think maybe 2 games in 4 days was a lot for Griffith with the effort that he put in both matches, and we felt we had players on the bench that could freshen it up and score goals for us, and unfortunately it didn't quite happen today.
So just getting back to being positive then. So if you'd have said after the Bangor game, 10 points from 12, considering the teams that we'd played, you've got to be happy with that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. We looked at these. Obviously, the Flan Rider was a big result after sort of the Bangor game, to get back to winning ways. But we looked at these 4 fixtures that we had coming up, and it was obviously we had Gillsfield, who just taken Conisky to extra time in the Welsh Cup. We had Rill, who were 9-9. We had Porthmadog, who was second in the league, and then next week we've got Airbus away, who were obviously in a really strong position at the top of the league. So we knew we were in a tough batch of fixtures. However, 10 points from those 12, as you say, is an excellent return from the lads, and I think we're proving now that we're starting to get an understanding of how I want us to play. The lads are really, really buying into it, and we're starting to see the results of it. We're massively work in progress, but I think that the signs are there for all to see in the last 3 or 4 games that we're moving in the right direction.
So that's us unbeaten in the last 4 now in the league. Airbus have drawn today, so the momentum doesn't really shift going into that game, does it?
No, I mean obviously everyone will make Airbus firm favourites next week, and probably looking at the league table, that's fair to say, and that's rightly so, and they've been fantastic this season. But we're full of confidence, and we think that every week for us as a group is an opportunity for us to show that we're improving, show that we're building on what we're looking to work on, and it's an opportunity to go against teams that are higher up in the league and see how we go against them. And it's worked well in the last few weeks, and we'll go with a game plan against Airbus to make sure that we can do things that we think will cause them problems, and we'll try not to make it an easy game for them, and we'll try very much to come away with 3 points, because that's how we approach every game.
Cheers, Gibbo.